guys, it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today's video is favorites, fails, and empties for the month of April. That did not want to come out. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to jump in. Now, this is also not just April because I haven't done one of these for a while, although I do not like save every single thing, but I save the things that I think that maybe you might be interested in. So I have my basket here. We're just gonna zip through it. First thing, false eyelashes. Y'all know I love false eyelashes. I really love the Lily lashes, and they have about 1 million pair, but what I find that I keep going back to is the Luxe. It is what I have on today. Let me pull you closer. So if you want a little bit more of a dramatic everyday look, you know, because there's dramatic, and then there's like what I would call an everyday dramatic. That's what I feel like these ones are. They're a little bit more dramatic than a true natural, which I will get to. But I love these and I go through them. I go through so many. If I held on to every little container, I'd have a whole thing of them. The next ones that I love, I literally just have the plastic container to remind me of the name of them. If you want a really natural lash, the velour will be it for you. So I'll show you what it looks like here on me. And I really love them. In fact, this is always a good time. I always usually have like Amazon open, and then I add 2 things when I realize that I'm getting low or I realize that I'm out of something. I go through, okay, so now we're talking hair for a minute. So I actually I've gone through more than these 2, but these are the 2 that I held on to. So the reason I have 2 different ones is E-Salon, and what are they? Sorry, they're Root Touch Up. So this is E-Salon, and this is in Doc Auburn, and then this is L'Oreal Root Touch Up in red. It depends on my hair color, and sometimes I mix them. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like a little bit more auburn, or a little more copper. Red is truly more of a coppery color. I've had this brush, I can't even tell you how long, and I finally bought a new one. Here she is here. She just looks so much prettier than this one, because I think after a while you just have to say, you know what, we've done our job. This is by IT Cosmetics. What I use it for, I only use it for one thing, and that is for bronzer. So because of the angle, see that angle? It's so nice. So I load up the bronzer on this end and then just go right under the cheekbone and then right under the jawline. And then of course, you know, I bronze the rest of my face, but I love it for that, just to get in there. So that one's had its heyday. So we're gonna say goodbye to that. I've also gone through some Kiss eyelashes apparently as well. I go through a lot of eyelashes. All right, so I've gone through a few things of City Beauty. I love City Beauty, y'all know that. So the first is Skin Perfecting Daily Veil. She's empty, and I literally have a brand spanking new one up here as well as downstairs, because the only reason I come into the beauty room is to do my makeup. So if I'm having a no makeup day, I have one of these downstairs so I could just put it on and I don't need to necessarily have to come into the beauty room. So that's replaced. Lid Lifting Treatment. I use the last of this one today. I don't go through as much City Beauty skincare as I would if I didn't have multiples, if that makes sense. Sometimes I put it on downstairs. I have 2 of them. I have one downstairs for nighttime for sure. Sometimes I'll put it on during the day, you know, the morning down there if I'm not coming up and doing makeup. So otherwise I would definitely be going through this stuff a lot faster. But it just seemed like everything was running out at the same time. I do go through quite a bit of the City Beauty Plumping Lip Gloss as well. And yes, I actually have 2 up here as well. Oh, look. More lashes. This is Goddess. Now, if you want a lash that is more dramatic, Goddess is another good one. But I found that if I just stick with Luxe, I'm pretty happy. And some more Kiss lashes. I know, I go through a lot of lashes, you guys. Winky Luxe Tinted Moisturizer. This one, I'm gonna assume it was light, but I might be wrong. Yeah, light. This one is light, and it is done. It is hot as a day, and I have a new one in light, and then I have the medium ready to go. So I've got light and medium because as you know, I start self-tanning. It's not so much as summer comes, it's because I don't lay in the sun. It's as I start to self-tan, then I'll use a darker one. But the light one, it's had its day. And then I went through a lot of makeup, you guys, which normally I do not. You know, or makeup and skincare, I normally do not. I went through this color. It's very rare that I go through a lipstick too, Estee Lauder. Naked Desire, completely empty. So lucky for me, I have a backup. I went through, I always get these samples, and this is all I need because I only use it to, for my lower lashes and to match up my false eyelashes with my regular lashes. So I just love these little samples, but I went through one. This is Sumptuous Extreme Estee Lauder. The best brow ever. Love this so much. Merit 1980 brow. Makes all the difference in the world. This one's empty. I have a new one right here. And let me just show you for those that I love. I'm going to show you all it is. Now, if you need to draw brows on, I always say, then this isn't going to be the thing for you. Let me just pin my hair a little bit here. So you just take it, and it's looks like a little mascara wand. See that? Little mascara wand. And you just fluff them up. And it just darkens them a little. See the difference? And I already have some on this side, so you can do it as many times as you want. I'm gonna match them up a little here. But for me, it works perfect. As I age, they're getting just a little thinner, just a little. Nothing that, you know, honestly, I used to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I probably still have it. I hang on. Just, you never know. You never know. Now, I did pick up some new, and I replaced a pack of these. These are for the little, so this is the little, you just undo it, and then, you know, you have your little hairs that you get off of your face, a little facial hair, you just turn it on. I got one in rose gold, my original, and you could just go, I use it right along here. You know those hairs that all of a sudden, why? Like, oh, turn 50? Let's have a bunch of just random hairs show up on your face. So they work great around the mouth because I do the Dermaflash, but that will not work because you just can't get as close, you know, you can't get close to the mouth is what I'm trying to say. Now let's talk about some makeup that I have realized that for the last month, if not longer, I've really been gravitating towards, and some of it's new and some of it's just, you know, been around and I've pulled it back out. One that's definitely new is the foundation. I'm wearing it today. This is Makeup Forever. This is HD Skin. Oh, and it's in the color Y2, oh no, 1N14. 1N14. I love this. It's really funny because it just adheres to the color of your skin. It like, for me, when I first tried it, I was like, oh, this looks a little yellow. And then I was like, oh, okay. Somehow it just morphs into the color. And I love it. It's what I have on today, and it's what I took with me to Mystic. So it's a beautiful foundation. What I love is it doesn't really go into these. Oh, I have deep crevices, you guys. I mean, these are not fine lines. For sure, it's not going to go into the fine lines. Like I have some fine lines on my forehead, some crow's feet when I smile. It doesn't go in, and it really doesn't go in here as well, as long as I do my few little tricks that I do. So I love that. The other new product that I've been obsessed with is the Tatcha. I want to get this right. The Dewy, oh, my eyesight, y'all. The Dewy Skin Cream. I don't know why I can't remember that. The Dewy Skin Cream. Love it. It is so light. And I use it during the day. I use a City Beauty product at night. I have a whole thing on my AM, PM, City Beauty skincare. If you haven't seen it, I'll list it because the majority of the skincare I use is by City Beauty, but it is so light. It gives the skin this dewy glow, which I love. And so I will be buying a full size of it. I don't need it right now. So when this gets a little bit lower, then that's when I'll go ahead and purchase it because I don't want it just sitting there, you know? So love that. I did buy, I did have to replace a City Beauty pencil, lip pencil, finally. I didn't save the pencil for some reason, but I saved the box of the new one that I got, which is Rose. Here we go. All right, this is Rose here. I love Rose. So I did replace Rose. She's a brand new one. And that's what the color looks like. Very beautiful. And the lipstick that I have on is one that I've been gravitating towards. It's the one that it's the only one I wore to Mystic, and this one is now the lipstick that I've been reaching for. I would say the most. It's hard because I've got a lot of Estee Lauder lipsticks. Depending on what I'm wearing is really the color that I'm gonna choose, honestly. But what I took with me, and I only took one, was Irresistible. Now this is a sample size for Estee Lauder. The interesting thing is you can get this it came in a kit, okay, of some sort. I don't even remember which one or anything like that. It's you know, I order a lot of Estee Lauder. But what's funny is when I was looking up this color, because I wanted to make sure I could see it, I actually see that on Amazon you can get this exact size. So this is a regular size. This is what the smaller size look like for like $12. So if you want to try this color out, they have it on Amazon, which I thought was really funny. I was like, this exact thing. So anyways, this is what I wore during Mystic, and let me show you what it looks like next to Rose. That's why I just took these two, because it's sort of an all-around. It's gonna look great no matter what you're wearing. If you're wearing black and white, it's gonna look good. If you're wearing brown, it's gonna look good. It's just an all-around great color. Some of the other colors though, that certainly Tiger Eye, if I'm truly doing, you know, a really autumn look or brown look, which I still am doing, that's Tiger Eye. That is from the High Luster collection, so it has those little micro glitters. You won't feel them by any means. And then the other one that I love is, I think it's, oh God, I can never remember that. Bare Instinct, it is. I almost said it, but I didn't want to go there unless I was right. Is Bare Instinct. So it's sort of in between these two. So Bare Instinct is another one that's a great nude with a hint of berry to it, like perfect for summer. And then of course, you know, if I really want a bold lip, I'm gonna pick something else. But these are the ones that I've been gravitating towards the most. The other thing that I'm completely obsessed with is a couple things. So then the other thing that I'm completely obsessed with is Beauty Blender Puff. Okay, now y'all know, if you've watched my channel, that the Tati Blendifuls are what I use. I use very few makeup brushes. I love these. She no longer has her company, so when these have reached the end, I'm gonna have to go back to a beauty blender, which is fine, or a brush. I'll try different brushes, I guess. But I wanted to try this, and the reason is because another favorite of mine, and one that is very, 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 very low, and I just ordered for tomorrow. I have the smallest amount of powder. Can you see? Just this little bit here. This is the Bella Pierre HD Finishing Powder, the best under eye powder, period. I don't just put it under my eyes though. What I do is I'll put a little in the lid. It doesn't take a lot. Best thing. Add this on. Click off the excess and then just go under the eyes to set your concealer. And the difference is amazing. But the other place I put it, down the nasolabial folds. Remember I said earlier, there's a little trick I do with regards to not allowing the foundation to settle. And then along the little fine lines of the lips. And beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful tool. And this is a beautiful, beautiful powder. So I just ordered this. It'll be here tomorrow. So those are the two well, this one's new, and Bella Pierre I've been using for a long time. And I finally, that was like in a glossy box or something. I very rarely find something that's just wonderful in a glossy box, but that Best Powder, I will not switch. And then what I've been using as blusher and bronzer, I pulled out an old favorite, the Too Faced Natural Face. The reason I did is because I was moving, right? So I was packing away everything, getting rid of so much. And I know I probably could have filmed it, but I'm not that type of vlogger, I guess. So what I found was I just needed something that I could get multi-use out of, right? Blusher and bronzer all in one. And if I wanted the highlighters in here, they're in there as well. you can see what I use. It's quite obvious. I use this for bronzer, and then I usually mix these two. So during fall and winter, I pat it twice here and once here. During summer, I do it in spring, I do it the opposite. I go twice here and once here. So you can mix and match them or just use them by themselves. I love this. It's so good. For years, still smells like chocolate. Still smells like chocolate. Now, the other thing that I have gone through, and I'm not going to save it, y'all. I'm just not going to save it. It's too big. It would make too much of a mess, is E-Salon. I use E-Salon. That's the color I use. I will put the little card. This is my formula, because so many of you are so incredibly sweet and say the nicest things about my hair, especially over on Instagram. And you're like, what color is it? And I wish I could just say it's whatever and give a name, but it's not. It's a formula because it's designed specifically for you. That is also, I've also gone through a shampoo and a conditioner. It's the same thing. I order shampoo, conditioner. It's the only ones that I use. Now I will be doing an updated hair video. I did add one new product, not from E-Salon, that I think is really helping my hair as well, because I know some of you have asked. And so I'm gonna talk about all that. I'm gonna talk about menopause, hair loss, all of that stuff in a dedicated video. But I do run out of the shampoo and conditioner. I only wash my hair once, maybe twice a week. I'd say every 4 to 5 days. And I don't put product in my hair. The other thing I ran out of is hot off the press. So I had to order another one. That one's coming in tomorrow. Have to love Amazon. And I didn't save it. Some of this stuff is downstairs and I throw it in the trash without thinking. Save it for you, and I don't. And the other thing is the Redken 15. I cannot find this. I don't know what is happening, so I am going to be trying a new one. I do not like a stiff hairspray. I don't like hairspray at all. I like the Redken 15 because it was a texturizing finishing spray. So I'm gonna try. I ordered what? Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at my little. Let me see if I can look at my cart and tell you what the heck. Oh, I'm in the app. I hate being in the app. Super close. I'm like down to here. So I got another one of these coming too. The Gold Bond Neck and Chest Firming Cream. Can't be without that. So everything's arriving tomorrow. My Belle Pierre. This one that I ordered, I'm gonna see. Quick Dry 18. Came up with a different number. Finishing hairspray. So fingers crossed that it's as good as my other one, because I'm a little like peeved when, you know, they take away things that I like. I don't like that. Okay, now as far as home stuff, I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm going to do an updated video on the house, because I know some of you, you know, don't necessarily maybe like following that. So I haven't done one in about a month, and so much has been going on with the house. So I've gotten some new things in, so a lot of new things. But again, it's not all put together again because now the counters have to be replaced. So I'm so annoyed by that. So I am going to do that, and then I'll talk about some of my favorite things that I've gotten in that video. As far as fashion, it's funny because you'll have seen this, my version of a spring fashion, and I really think that that's more of a barely touching spring. And this was in there, and I am obsessed by this. I love it because it's lightweight and airy, but it's thin that I could put a jacket on, which is what I will be doing today because we are going to the stone yard. So I will be putting a pair of boots on and a little, probably a probably the blazer, because it's only going to be a high of 54 today. I've been wearing like this, jeans, sweaters. I'm still obsessed by this sweater here. I think I showed it to you in the home video. So if you didn't see the home video, then I'm showing it here. I love it so much. I have it in 3 colors. I think I have it in every color that they made it in, and because it's at a reasonable price point, if it's still available, I'm gonna list it. And booties, Vince Camuto booties. I don't know if they're still available. You know, these are things that I've had and I own and that I've been really wearing. Now, what I will say is that these boots right here by Timberland, they have become my favorite because even though they have a heel, I have walked in them because we went through a trail. It was a trail that's cement or whatever, and I walked and I was like I think we walked, I don't remember, I think my husband said it was 2 miles, something like that, but oh my god, great. They were super comfortable and I totally forgot they had a heel on them, and so they are my favorite. So these are really great if you're looking for a great pair of just white boots with a little bit of heel. I love a little bit of heel because I love a little bit of heel. So those have become my favorite as well. And then my jean jackets. So funny. I would occasionally wear them in Texas. Here it's like a staple. Like, it's so funny to me because the weather is so different. And I love that. So the black one I got off of Amazon, and then I've had the denim for a really long time, but I'll find you a couple that are similar. And so I love those. And mainly then jeans and sweaters, but those new sweaters I love. And then maxi dresses. When the weather decides, oh, we're gonna be beautiful today and we're gonna be 71 or 80. There was one day that was 80. Yep, I pulled out those beautiful maxi dresses like this one. This one has the long sleeves, so I love that, but it's lightweight and airy. That is by far my favorite one, and it comes in multiple colors. I'm hoping that they tend to go more spring colors as we move a little bit. I'm like, come on, because they've got like a burgundy and stuff like that, but I feel like they're more fall. I love the blue though. The blue is beautiful. So that's kind of been my favorites. And yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.